what up, Cash fam? My name is Matthew Craig, and you are watching AU Dollars, Australia's Hip Hop Connect. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to this video below because we are consistently bringing you the best artists from Australia and around the globe, and today's guests are no exception to that. The Polynesian wave is dominating the Australian hip hop scene right now, and these three boys are at the forefront of that. Originally from South Auckland, now some of them based in Western Sydney. In just over a year, these guys have racked up over 6 million views on YouTube. They bring this unique atmosphere of positive, uplifting, community-focused music with this classic feel-good sound. Most prevalent, you can hear that on their massive hit, My Also, a remix which also brought the whole Poly community together. Marcy Rook, Lisi Big 685, Ron Moalo is a massive hit and really put these guys on the map. Recently, they got their first cover on playlist on Spotify, and this weekend they are appearing at the Pacifics live at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl event right here in Burns City. It's an honor to interview these guys so early in their career because their star is on the rise. The sky is the limit. Yo, Standard, welcome to AU Dollars, Australia's Hip Hop Connect, my brothers. How you doing today?
Yo, what's up, brother? Oh, man, you're too kind. Too kind.
It's all facts, though. It's all facts. It's a pleasure to have you guys here today. Yo, let's do a quick intro to our audience, to who you guys are individually, because everyone knows Standard as the trio. But I want to get to know, Leo, Jay, and Giannis. I want you guys to introduce yourselves individually and let us know a bit about what the role you guys play.
Yeah, so brother, so everyone. My name is T-Roy, aka Leo, or Standard Leo. And yeah, I'm just
Number one vocalist.
Nah.
Number one writer, rapper, can do it all. Dancer. Oh my gosh. I'm Jay Jonathan. I'm just just one of the members.
I'm Giannis, the oldest. Me and Jay are brothers. And then we grew up with Leo here in church back home in New Zealand. So that's how we all know each other.
It's like Amigos connection. So yeah, Standard Music. Let us into the story a little bit. Originally from South Auckland, come over to Australia. Two brothers, a homie. How did it come together as you guys working as a group? Let us into the story.
Basically, so Jay was living here, and then T-Roy moved over to Australia as well from New Zealand, and then I followed not long after, and we all lived in the same house. So we just
we all lived in the 2-bedroom granny flat. This guy slept on the couch.
Yeah, bro.
Me and this guy slept in the rooms. Blackett. Shout out to Blackett 2770.
Yeah, but then we just pretty much just started playing around with it. T-Roy had all the gear. He had the laptop, mic. And so then we just started messing around with it, and that's pretty much how it started, just having some fun. That's pretty much still how it is until now.
Yeah. Tight. And I want to know as well, you guys are really unique in terms of this poly wave that's taken over and this drill wave that's taken over Australia right now. It's a lot about area beef, you know what I mean? It's like codes, it's street code, all that sort of stuff. You guys have got this unique narrative. You guys are making positive, uplifting music, it's really sort of set aside from the crowd and what's going on. What's the intention behind that? Let us in a bit behind the writing process.
Man, I just want to catch the train without having any trouble. Otherwise, we'd be in there now. Yeah, bro. We just that's just not who we are. We just, one thing we've always wanted to do is just stay true to our identity, and we've never been we're proud of where we come from. Otara 274 represent, but in terms of the whole violence thing, we're not those people. So we don't want to lie in our music,
Yeah. And what's the writing process like? Is two of you in Australia, one in New Zealand at the moment. We're talking a little bit about that earlier. How do you guys collab, FaceTime, group chat? Let us into the process.
Yeah, so we've got a little group chat just over iMessage. We all kind of just chime in our different ideas, or we feel the beat that we're kind of writing over kind of what leads us to, or
yeah. So the beat. So the first thing we decide on is the topic of the song. Before we start writing, we just kind of each to say what the beat sounds like to us, and once we decide on a direction for the song, then we just start writing by ourselves, and then we just send ideas, other verse ideas or hook ideas or even just melodies. And then, yeah, bro, it just comes together like that.
Yeah, cool. And what does that look like for videos? Like, how are you getting around those logistics?
It's expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So T-Roy, yeah. So we like come up with the video, the music video concept, and then T-Roy has this guy in New Zealand shoot for him, and then we use our guys over here, and then they just send the footage over and work their magic. And
how did the Better Days video come about? Because that, I gotta be real, that's one of my favorite videos in the last year that's dropped. Like that scenic is just gorgeous shit, you know what I mean? Like, and props on that. How did that one come about? Let us in the story behind that one.
For that one, we just that was actually, we just explained our vision to Crazy, who was our
Shout out Crazy.
Shout out to Crazy. And he just came back with like kind of what his concepts for it were. He the locations, and then we just checked out the photos, and like, yeah, straight away we were keen, because that's exactly what we kind of wanted, was yeah, just to go along with the message of the song. You know, like rise, just in nature.
Yeah, you
bro.
pulled that off. You pulled that off for real. I want to know as well, like most people watching this, or most people who have access to you guys, probably come initially via the Myoso track and that remix that just blew the scene apart, like for real. And had such a focus on uniting, the Polynesian community. How important is it for you guys to see that community thriving? What does it feel like to be a part of that?
Oh man, it's everything, eh? It's honestly, that's everything. Like our first track we released was a song called Poly People. And we're we're just like, for our first few releases, we just wanted to lay the foundation of, our values, what we believe in, and like, our hope for our people kind of thing. So that, like, the fact that the remix took off the way it did, and it kind of brought so many people together, we feel, even with the Myoso challenge, that went crazy. Like, so many people did their verses and like, spoke about their own experiences with their brothers or their cousins or their friends. So it was just crazy. And also, big shout out to the Also Bigs, who's here with us for sharing his heart. Well,
685, we in the house.
Shout out.
But yeah, bro, it means everything to us, like to see our people, because like I feel like we sometimes get dubbed the wrong way, like our people fight each other, which is not how it's meant to be, And at the core of who we are as people, it's not who we are, but it's just like different things, like your circumstances and situations and the areas that you're in that kind of teach us to fight each other and to hate each other. But beneath it all, it's all love, man.
Yeah, facts. And you just mentioned there as well, like staying true to your values. What are those values? What's important to you guys?
Family is definitely one. Coming from poly backgrounds, or as you would know, if you know any Polynesians, everyone's big on family, love. Yeah, especially love.
Big. Yeah, it's refreshing. It's refreshing, I gotta say, from like young cats coming up talking about codes and shit, and like literally, running up on each other in the street. To have you guys come in on a mature tip, on offering some light in this community, is really something to commend. And that leads me into like the Pacifics gig this weekend. You're playing alongside like NME. It's going to be an incredible showcase. You got the brother on it, who's going to be jumping up as well. Like, what are you expecting from this weekend? And any words or thoughts about playing a massive venue in Melbourne?
Bro, we're just excited, to be honest. That would be the main thing. Just excited to be a part of something that celebrates our culture, our heritage, where we come from. To even be given this opportunity is a massive thing for us. So you can trust that we're not gonna disappoint when we step on that stage, bro.
Bringing the heat. We're bringing the heat.
Yes, sir. And what about like you got your trajectory has been pretty rapid, the last 12 months has been probably quicker than you or anyone could have expected. What words of advice could you give to other young artists, or particularly young poly artists that are coming up, that might be looking at Standard, or they're looking at Biggs, or they're looking at someone and going, I want to be that one day? What words of advice you got for those young cats?
I think the thing that I guess stands out, or like with us and especially with Biggs as well, is like it's cliche as hell, but it's just like staying true to who you are. Like if you lie on the track, or if you're just not being 100% true, like it's easy to tell. And so just being true to yourself, and just like focusing on the craft. Like music is a whole different thing, you know. Like it's one thing to write songs and to rap, but music is a whole different thing. And so if you work on the music side of things, which is like, you know, just understanding the sounds and just being in tune with that kind of stuff, then that's what we feel can help create longevity, you know. Otherwise you're just a 5-minute rapper, and then no one will remember you in 5 years, 10 years, you know.
Yeah, that's really well said in this age of like, you know, everything's instant, where it's like Instagram or Spotify track, everything's like consuming so quickly. You just touch on longevity there, which is so important. I think young cats need to be looking at long term. And I guess, what does that look like for you guys? Like if you guys can turn around in like 10 years time and you've achieved what you've achieved, what does the world look like, and what's the impact that Standards had?
Bro, honestly, like that's what we think. Like when we create a song, we always like talk between ourselves, and we're like, will people remember this in 10 years? Like, will it still be relevant in 10 years time? And like 9 times out of 10 for the music we have released, the answer is yes, you know, like the messages that we're sharing, and even the sound and all of that, like we feel that in 10 years, you can listen to it and be like, oh yeah, that's cool. But yeah, longevity for us is just leaving some sort of legacy, you know, like something that we can be proud of and our kids can be proud of, you know. Leo here's a dad, I'm a dad, this is an uncle, so we just want something for our, you know, our kids to, you know, look up to.
Big up, that's cool. And you guys now all together, obviously it's pretty rare. You guys have mentioned that you like working flat out at the moment. What is the future like for Standard? What's the future? What's coming up? We got any hints of a project in the works? Like let us in a little bit.
Yeah, bro. 100%. We like one of the biggest things for us is like exploring different sounds. So like one thing we never wanted was to get bogged down into one like genre or one category of music, you know. So like last year we've done Poly People, we've laid the foundation, like Miles went off. So like in our opinion, we've shown everybody that side of us, you know. And so this year we're just exploring a different sound. So we do have a project coming up that we're working on at the moment, and it's honestly like it's different. It's like you wouldn't expect it. It's just like but for us it's satisfying to challenge ourselves in that way, you know. Like we don't want to just keep making those. Not saying it's bad, but we just want to try something new, you know.
Yeah, evolve.
Keep progressing.
Yeah, big. I appreciate that. Well, our audience is gonna look excited and get really hype about that. I know I am looking forward to seeing what you guys drop. I want to slide into a bit of lighthearted now. One of the things that we do on AU Dollars is we shoot rapid fire questions back and forth with artists. So I want to get to know you guys a little bit more. Just the first thing that pops in your mind, I'm going to ask a question, and then each of you can just answer it. Yeah, and we'll just have a bit of fun with it. All right. So starting off, AU Dollars rapid fire. Pardon?
Kids watch this, say,
yeah, no, it's gonna be safe, I promise. We family friendly, we PG. First up, if the world is ending, what's your last meal you're gonna eat?
Lamb curry, bro.
Corned beef.
Lamb curry.
Giannis makes a mean lamb curry.
I gotta peep that. You guys come to Melbourne this weekend, come to my place, have a cook up. Yeah,
hey, drop the Addy. For me, corned beef and taro, bro. Corned beef and meat. Boom.
My nana's chop suey, supper suey.
Big up. What was the first CD y'all ever bought?
Oh, I think it was Chris Brown.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I straight LimeWired everything back in the day.
Yeah. Real ones know.
LimeWire, YouTube to MP3 converter. You know how it is.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever bought a CD till now.
Big. Dream holiday destination. If you could go anywhere in the world, where are you going?
Bora Bora.
I was about to say
Or Maldives.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Getting greedy.
Well, add that to the tour.
Sample.
Add that to the tour stop when COVID over, for real. What's on your phone background?
My daughter.
Yeah, just me and my missus.
Yeah.
Stay true to values. I like it. If you guys weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Well, I mean, we're still working, even though we.
Yeah, we're still working. If I wasn't doing music, what would I do? Right. Number one pickpacker at Woolies. Straight up. No.
I did want to be an accountant back in the day, but kind of gave that one up.
I wanted to be a ball player, but
If you could collaborate with any artist ever, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Tupac for me.
Frank Ocean, bro.
Mm,
Jacob.
nice, nice. What's your most used emoji?
A laughing face.
The laughing face that's like that
On the side?
Because it's like more disrespectful than just the general laugh. So it's like when I have disrespectful things to laugh at, I do that one. Yeah.
The flame emoji.
Flame emoji? Yeah. Yeah, I bet that one's going around in the group chat a bit. Yo, for real. If you could hang out with a cartoon character for a day, who would it be?
Kim Possible.
Probably Goku for me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's cold.
Naruto. Oh,
Big. When you get your first milli, what's the first thing you're spending money on?
by my mama house.
Yeah, mom and dad.
Yeah.
Take care of mom and dad.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably the same.
Yeah, tight. And last rapid fire question. This one we ask every interview on $80, and it's hella controversial. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I don't know.
Hawaiian pizza.
Barbecue chicken
I
pizza.
don't know.
Barbecue chicken pizza
Okay.
with pineapple on top.
Pineapple not on
Okay.
pizza or on burgers. It doesn't deserve a place anywhere on.
Majority
Hot food.
rules. Majority rules, baby.
Hey, hot fruit, hot or warm fruit in general is not the one. Apple crumble, all of that in the bin.
He's a hater.
Jay Lane's in the law right now.
Fresh, you know.
Nah.
Hell no. No
My
way.
boys, it's an absolute privilege to speak to you guys today. Thank you for making the time. Looking forward to you guys at Pacifics this weekend and for everything you guys have got happening. Like big ups on the success over the last year and all power to you for what's to come in the future because like we fully
Shout out
back
to
you guys here.
Big.
The bro,
Real big, bro. Good
what's up,
seeing you,
my
bro.
G? Look forward to catch up soon. Pleasure to talk to you guys, yo. Have a safe day, yeah?
When life don't treat you fair, I'ma never disappear. 'Cause you're my brother, I got